Good morning, class. Today we are going to read the poem The Road Not Taken. This poem is written by Robert Frost. And Robert Frost is an American poet who writes simply but insightfully about common, ordinary experiences. Firstly, I just want to give you introduction of the poem. What is the introduction of it? I just want to give you that. In the poem, The Road Not Taken, the road symbolizes our life. The poet says that the path that we don't choose in our life is the road not taken. He describes his feelings about the choice that he had left in the past. The path which we have chosen decides our future, our destination. The important message that the poet wants to give is that the choice that we make has an impact on our future. And if we make a wrong choice, we regret it but cannot go back on it. So, we must be wise while making choices. Now we'll see the first stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and I looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now here, diverged means separated and took a different direction. Another word is yellow wood. It means a forest with decomposing leaves. Undergrowth. It means dense growth of plants. And bushes means the forest. So, according to the stanza 1, once the poet was walking down a road, and then there was a diversion. There were two different paths, and he had to choose one out of them. The poet says that as he was one person, he could not travel on both the roads. So that is why he could travel only on one road. He had to choose one out of these two roads. And it's the season of autumn, because here the word used yellow woods. It means a forest with leaves which are wearing out and they have turned yellow in color. It shows the season of autumn. It represents a world which is full of people, where people have been living for many years. They represent people who are older than the poet. The poet kept standing there and looked at the path very carefully as far as he could see it. Before taking the path, he wanted to know how it was. Was it suitable for him or not? He was able to see the path till from where it curved, after which it was covered with trees and was hidden. It happens in our life also. When we have choices, we have alternatives, but we have to choose only one out of them. We take time to think about the pros and cons, whether it is suitable for us or not. And only then we take a decision on what path we should choose. In the second stanza, Then it took other. Then it took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Here the word fair, it means as good as the other one. Claim, it means better option. Grassy, unused. Wanted wear, had not been used. So here in second stanza, the poet kept on looking at one path for a long time to check if it is the right path for him or not. And then he decided and started walking on another path, because he felt that the both paths were equally good. He says just as fair. So he felt that both paths were equally good and started walking on one of them. He adds that maybe he felt that the path was better for him, so he chooses it, as it had grass on it, which means that it was unused. Not many people had walked on this path earlier, that is why this path was grassy and wanted wear. Means that it was not walked over by many people. After he walked on the path for some distance, he realized that both the paths had been worn out the same way. Both the paths were similar. Even in our life, we take any path or option, but all of them have the same benefits, disadvantages, problems, challenges, and we must face them. We think that we are choosing a better option, but it is not that way. Now we'll see the third stanza. And both the morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept thy first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on the way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Here trodden means walked over. So the poet says that both the paths were similar that morning. Both had leaves on them, and no one had stepped on them as they were still green in color. He decided that the day he would take one path and keep the other path for another day, although he knew that one way leads on the another way, he knew that he could not go back on the choice that he had made. Similarly, even in our life, once we choose an option, we must keep on moving ahead with that option, and we never get a chance to come back and take the other option that we had left earlier. In the same way as you choose Sanskrit and some already chosen Hindi. So now when you will reach to the 10th class, so that time you will not able to change again. So here also writer or the poet also known that if he'll come back, he wants to take another option, but that time he'll be not able to do so. Now in fourth stanza, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Sigh, it means deep breath. Hence, here in the future. According to the poem, hence means it denotes the future. So poet is saying, he says that in the future he will take a deep breath and say that once upon a time he had reached such a point in life that there were two options for him, and he traveled on that road which had been traveled upon by lesser number of people. That decision of his decided his future. Similarly, in future, when you grow up, then you will say that once upon a time, when you were young, you had two options. The choice that you made you what you become of it. This is a very strong message for all the students, that you should be wise and be careful while making choices out of the options that you have in your life, because your future depends on the choice that you make today. So that's all about this poem.